Yesterday, the head of the US Fed Reserve was not ready to conclude that inflation was steadily decreasing to the target of 2%. Regulators over most leading global economies consider this figure an acceptable annual price growth threshold. However, Jerome Powell did not show confidence that US prices are moving in the right direction. The caution of one of the top financial officials of the world's leading economy is understandable. Markets can react too strongly to more candid statements. Additionally, a key US inflation indicator will be published today. We provide detailed explanations on how macroeconomic statistics affect currency rates in our market reviews. For now, it's not only the regulator that remains cautious, but also the US dollar traders. Its six-currency index settled just below 105 points early Thursday, as one currency in this basket has already strengthened. This refers to the British pound, which responded to the Bank of England's signal not to lower the key rate in August. Therefore, the dollar had to step aside ahead of the US inflation data, which is published today during the American trading session. Let's find out which publications are worth paying attention to on July 12. You're watching Traders Calendar. Early on Friday, all eyes will be turned to China. The world's second-largest economy raises increasing concerns among investors this year. Some have simply shifted their assets to India and other developing countries. Notably, China's economic miracle once happened due to the two important factors: foreign investment and cheap labor. China developed a powerful production structure and flooded the global market with its goods. However, now the population has aged and the country's public debt is about 80% over its GDP. Nevertheless, China's trade balance remains in a surplus, meaning the country still sells more than it buys. It's expected to rise to 85 billion yuan in June, which could positively affect the Chinese currency's position relative to the US dollar. A report on the second leading Asian economy is also expected on Friday. Forecasts indicate that industrial production in Japan should not only exit negative territory, but also increase by 0.3%. If so, this will be the first growth period in 7 months. In this light, the yuan may gain in value. As we have often seen, price reports always trigger volatility on the currency markets. On Friday, July 12th, there will be several such triggers. First, Germany will issue its wholesale price index data, and these prices are considered the starting point for the final consumer product price. Naturally, the higher the cost of raw materials and fuel for producers is, the more the consumer will pay in the end. Judging by the anticipated 1.4% rise, the German economy is preparing for a new round of inflation. Thus, the euro may climb following this report. At the same time, France will also release its annual inflation statistics after the election turmoil and the unclear situation with the formation of the government. The expectation of a lower inflation in the Eurozone's second-largest economy will become a reason for its decline. Nevertheless, the euro may still have a chance to strengthen against the US dollar that day. The fact is that the United States will also disclose its main inflation reports. For instance, the producer price index is likely to rise by 2.4%, exceeding the previous value by 0.2%. Meanwhile, the US core inflation rate is expected to stay at 2.3%. If the actual figures turned out to be lower than anticipated, the US dollar will decline, while the euro and the pound sterling will gain in value. However, the US dollar may receive some support from the publication of the Consumer Sentiment Index report prepared by the University of Michigan. Previous data for the indicator was revised to 68.2 from a 65.6 points. Analysts expect a new rise to 68.6 points. Consumer demand is the main driver of any country's economy. The higher it's, the more stable the US dollar will be. We will monitor the market reaction to the above-mentioned reports, subscribe to our channel and follow changes in market sentiment with us. Any comments, questions and offers are welcome. We wish you profitable trading and see you soon.